YouTube can be a bit messed up about that. It was counting down for something, but now I do have this big button saying that we are actually live, so let's hope that that actually is the case. Hello everyone, this is Frank, and this is our first ever live stream that's called T.A.D.A.M, Totally Amazing Drawing and Myspys. So this is a very cuddly and beautiful show where we do artwork and we talk about a lot of important and maybe not so important subjects. With me this evening I have Elin. Are you ready, Elin? Can I click
I'm ready.
you?
Yes, click me.
Now we have Elin.
Hello! Oh shit, fun. Hello! I'm Elin and I draw things. Sorry, I had to turn off the live stream that just started in the other window.
I hope you didn't quit the show by turning off the live stream.
No, it was on YouTube, so it's fine. It was fine.
Very good, very good.
Yes, hello.
So, Elin, tell us a bit about you. What do you do?
I draw.
Yes.
Stuff. If you know me for my Game of Thrones fan art things. Probably. If you know me. If you don't know me, you don't know me.
Elin is an amazing artist. You can find her artwork on the link in the description.
Yeah.
It's on Facebook. It's in Swedish, but you know, pictures
it's sometimes
speak.
in English. And art transcends language.
Oh, okay. So let's then. So Emmanuel, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go to Emmanuel. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Right. Hi kids. I'm Emanu. I draw things. I do some comics and some political satire, and I also work with computer games. If you know me, you might know me from my political satire or the Icy Tower games, which I worked on as a lead artist. That's about it, I think.
That's cute.
I'm also obsessed with Dark Souls, which you can see from my new tattoo.
Yes, he's got a tattoo today, which is pretty great. Now, this is actually really funny about Emmanuel. So he works as an illustrator in the gaming industry, but he doesn't actually play a lot of games. He just plays Dark Souls. He doesn't play anything but Dark Souls. It's the only game he plays.
True.
He feels a total
with games.
monogamous with games. That's really cute. So what we intend to talk about today and draw today as a theme is youth. We have been watching a lot of My Mad Fat Diary. We all love it. We all think it's a brilliant TV show. I think we can all relate to aspects of it, even though we can't relate to that particular situation. We can still relate to the feelings of the show. I can relate to a lot of particular aspects of the second season, actually, but I don't want to do any spoilers. But we decided that for the first subject in our show, we wanted to talk about youth, and we wanted to do some illustrations based on our youth, or someone else's youth, really.
Yeah.
And now, since we're all illustrators, which means that we feel really awkward when we're in front of a camera, let's actually cut it to to a screen where we're actually drawing something, which is kind of the point to do.
Yes!
Yay. Drawing.
Finally!
There we go.
Okay.
Now everyone will see my live stream camera, it seems, all of the time when I am drawing in the little box, it seems. I didn't quite plan that, but that seems to be the case. I'm okay with that. It's okay. Everyone can see me as I pick my nose and all of the other stuff I do while drawing. It's fine.
I'm gonna scale down my picture because my computer can't keep up.
Okay.
So.
And now my shitty webcam is also live on this computer. That's really weird.
Should we dig into it, or you
Yes.
wanna
Yes. Let's dig into it.
dig in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So remember, guys, this is the first time we're doing this, so we're going to be a bit awkward. We're not going to be quite sure about what we're doing. Currently, it's showing your screen, Amanda. So why don't you talk a bit about what you're doing?
I'm making a grid. I'm thinking we're gonna place a character in a room, so I'm gonna draw up some basic perspective here, just using
You do that.
the Photoshop perspective tool. And then maybe skew it a bit.
They must have updated this plugin a bit from the last time we tried it, because the last time I tried this, you didn't actually have the smaller screens.
Okay.
So I didn't plan on my webcam showing all of the time as I'm drawing. Now I'm going to be super self-aware of the whole time and not be able to focus on what I'm actually drawing. But that's okay. It's okay.
We're all friends here.
Maybe not the people who's watching. Who knows?
Well, let's forget about them for a bit and ease into it.
Yeah.
Shit.
So guys, how is the sound? I'm wondering. I want to check out the sound with you guys in the comments. Please tell us. There is some problems with the sound. I can hear some of them.
Sorry.
So Emmanuel, tell me, what are you doing at the moment?
I had an idea about a autobiographical piece based on a scene in the Mad Fat Diary.
Which scene?
Which scene?
I think there's a scene in the showers, season 1, right?
In the showers.
Oh, never mind. There was a scene in the showers when I grew up, so
Tell us
I'm gonna
about.
share some bullying from my youth.
Yes.
No.
Tell us about the bullying
Very
from your youth.
personal. There was a lot of comments about my wide hips.
About your wide hip.
My
You have
childbearing hips.
hips.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna share some of the nicknames I got. Try to translate them into English.
Aww.
Do an illustration of my self-image. Yeah.
What were the nicknames you got?
You'll see. I'll leave them for later. It's a surprise.
Okay.
I might get all weepy-eyed if I have to say them out loud.
That's okay. So, Elin, I'm going to go to your screen now.
Go to my screen.
Yes. We're now at your screen. So what are you doing at the moment?
I'm doing Ray. You see here, I made a sketch before we started.
Wow, that's really good. It looks exactly like her, actually.
Well, thank you. And interestingly enough, I also chose the pool scene from season 1 to sort of be inspired by. So she's in a bathing suit and she's sitting down and she's staring into the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of.
Wow, you guys are so deep. I'm actually just at the moment. I'm
drawing an eye.
Yeah, I'm not deep at all. I'm just doing this kind of eyes and stuff because I've been kind of focusing on getting the cameras to work properly. So I've just been doing some random Googling of an anime character.
Which one?
I don't know. I just drew some eyes and now I'm doing a nose. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yes.
Well, not in school. Later on, actually. In school, I didn't care much about anything. Actually, I was this. I wasn't social at all in school, and I wasn't bullied or anything like that. Totally not. Never was. But I just didn't find any people to relate to. So I didn't actually like people very much. But I was never bullied or something like that. Quite on the contrary, me and some other people used to beat up the bullies when they were bad people towards other people.
It's nice.
Because, yeah, bullying.
Schoolyard hero.
Oh, yes. And it turned out pretty good. Like, there was no real bullying in my school class. Of course, there were some kids who didn't have as many friends as the other kids. Which is always a shame, but we didn't actually have any actual bullying, because as soon as someone tried to bully someone else, it just ended up with, like, me beating them up for being rotten assholes.
That's amazing.
Shit! What was that, your boyfriend farting again, Elin?
No, it's my fucking phone.
Because
every time someone mentions me on Twitter, my phone vibrates and I don't know how to turn it off.
Just hide it on your pillow.
You just throw it away. Throw it to the place where you threw your boyfriend's asshole or something. I don't know. You guys, we were having some technical issues before we started this stream, because like Elin's microphone is a bit weird, and so her boyfriend farted actually, and it made this huge disgusting sound, and that sound was actually way louder than Elin's voice. And the reason why it was that it turned out that his butt was actually closer to the microphone than Elin's mouth was. So that was a bit of a technical issue. But we removed the technical issue by removing Elin's boyfriend's butt, I believe.
No, the butt is still there. He's just clenching really hard.
Oh, it's just clenching. That's good.
It's nice of him.
Yeah, that's why I love him.
Sometimes it can be really hard, actually, to clench really good. Like, if you really have this huge amount of gas that really wants out, it can be really, really hard. So I am happy that he's making this sacrifice for you and for us.
Yes, he is a trooper. I'm going to answer a question I got on Twitter.
Yeah.
From my old friend Alexandra, or Ake as I call her. She wanted to know what program I'm using, and it's Manga Studio.
Ultimate Redstone is saying, first stream I legally watched on YouTube before Germany blocked all the streams. Wait.
What?
Germany blocked all the streams? That sounds just like Germany, by the way, because Germany tends to do a lot of that.
But are they Nazis again or something? Why would they block streams?
Oh, you did not just say that, Elin. Oh my fucking god. We can just see our... I bet we can see our viewer count is dropping. Yes, it's dropping. Oh my god. You did. Why did you do that, Elin? You just offended so much of my viewers, because so many of my viewers are German.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really am sorry for offending Germany.
Ultimate Redstone included. I do believe he's German. I might be wrong on this subject, but...
I'm so sorry.
So you have a bad case of foot in the mouth syndrome.
I do.
I need to repair this situation right now. Right now.
Oh god.
So, Elin doesn't actually mean the German people are Nazis.
No.
He's just used to speaking like in chats and stuff with Swedish people, and saying that as something like a bit of a guilt issue, because if we're perfectly honest, Sweden wasn't really good when it came to that either. Like,
No.
we did have the first racial institute and stuff.
Yes, and we did have the sort of helping of the both sides, which isn't really
No, that wasn't
good
really
for
good.
anyone.
And the Nazi Germans actually recommended a lot of German women to go to Sweden to have sex with Swedish males because we were so Aryan. So, you know, we can't actually place blame in this because we were really bad. So,
Yeah.
really sorry towards the Germans here.
I'm
And
sorry, Germany.
And I'm also really sorry towards all of the people which we did really bad things towards, because we weren't good at all. Okay.
No. We were not neutral.
No, we really weren't. So let's go to Emmanuel.
Hello.
Hello. Can you show us more of your picture, maybe?
More than a butt? Yeah, okay. So, I'm doing some inking. I probably should do more of a sketch first, but I can't stay focused on one thing for long, so I'm jumping a bit back and forth.
I'm a bit confused by this picture because for as long as I've known you, Emmanuel, you've been really skinny.
Yeah, this is how I felt.
So you felt really skinny, but then with these huge hips, or?
Yeah, there was a lot of remarks about my hips and in what's it called in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is kind of my self-image for a big part of my life.
Oh.
Maybe now it's shrunk to a bit less, but yeah.
Yeah, we're now being called internet Nazis, just so you know. It's by Supernovas, though. I know Supernovas is joking.
Okay. I'm so sorry now. I'm probably not going to speak again.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You know, I have a German.
Now that I say that, I have a German friend, so it's okay.
I have a German last name, so I'm offended too.
I was wondering about that.
And I dated a German once, so I'm also offended.
My boyfriend's half German.
I also did date a half German once, or actually I don't know how much German. I actually don't know how much German, and now I actually forgot his last name. What is Martin's last name again now, Emmanuel? Martin, that we both know, and he's kind of right wing, but not like in the Nazi sense, but just in the political sense.
What?
Martin Kleeman. Yes, that's that. That's it.
Is he German?
Isn't Kleeman a German last name?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think it is, and it looks
Germans.
And
He looks German.
He looks German. If you look at his nose, he looks German. You know.
How do German noses look?
They look German.
Okay, let's not dig this hole any deeper now.
There's nothing wrong with having a German nose. It's okay.
So my last name is Garnheim anyway. So if any Germans know any history of the name Garnheim, you feel free to enlighten me, because I don't really know where it comes
you
from.
also kind of do have a German nose. If you can if you can pick up your webcam again, and I can explain what I mean.
I always thought my nose looked like a character from Moomin. So if that's a German nose, I guess.
But it also looks very German.
Hello.
Okay. So let's take a look at your nose here. So you got that bump and everything, and it's pretty thin, you know?
But it's like a Roman nose. You know, classic Roman busts.
But what I define as a German nose, because I found this a lot about in German people, is that they got a really thin nose, but then they also got a bump on their nose, you know, up high.
But the
While
bump,
a Swedish nose is pretty fat and kind of looks like a potato, you know. That's a Swedish nose, like a bit potato-ish, but a bit upturned and everything. And German noses are pretty slim, but they got this bump and everything, and they're pretty defined. So that's a German nose.
okay. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
This is the last
Das
time.
deutsche Nase.
Maybe we should stop talking about Nazis.
Nase.
Oh, okay, Nasse. Oh,
No, Nase is German for nose.
Oh, okay. I didn't know this.
I said the German nose in German, right?
Supernova says, and Frank, the whole Bison, the evil mastermind internet alias caught on. Oh my god. Elin, we're switching to your screen now and you're drawing.
Alright. I'll get ready.
I want to see this too.
So,
I feel left out.
Some popcorn.
So talk more about the software Manga Studio. Why is that you prefer over Photoshop?
It just handles more like a pen than Photoshop. Lines are more fluid. It's made for drawing, whereas Photoshop isn't. And you can export it to vector immediately, which is
that is actually super handy if you want to do flash animations and such, and also for printing. It's really, really handy.
Yeah.
How does it handle the vector export though?
I don't know. I haven't had the need to do it yet, but I guess well, because it handles Photoshop exporting really well. Yeah. You can export several layers, so it's really good.
Really, really good. That's nice.
Yeah. You should.
I always tend to.
It's like being like, you know how athletes take enhancement drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Using Manga Studio is like that, but for illustrators. A bit.
I see.
Enhancement drugs. I always tend to draw my pictures way too small too, so maybe I should go for the always vector approach.
What size are you drawing in now?
I don't know, too small. Too small for print, but big enough
for web.
So my computer can keep up.
So since we're all basing this on my Mad Fat Diary, I am going to run a trailer for everyone so they actually know that this show completely thing. Now let's see here. No, that was not what my thing was supposed to do, but okay. I know, it's fine. Well, that didn't work. It's good that this is like the trial run without the fancy graphics and everything, since so much is not actually working.
Yes.
They changed some settings, like before you could be like just like do the YouTube thing and do a trailer, but that doesn't really seem to work anymore. They changed this, and we checked this out like 2 weeks ago, and they changed a lot of things.
Where is it?
So why will it not show that, I'm wondering?
Oh, what was that sound? Oh, you adjusted my sound levels.
Yes, I adjusted your sound because you're way louder than everyone else. I hope it's okay.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. So while we are on this subject, it really got me to think about embarrassing things you did while you were a kid. I don't have a lot of embarrassing stories from when I was actually a kid because I believe that everything I did when I was a kid was just purely amazing. But when I was in my teens, on the other hand, I do believe that a lot of things I did was really embarrassing.
Oh my god. I need more beer for this topic, I think.
I don't know. Most of my embarrassing stories come from when I was older. I think I was way too anxious to, like, actually, or I don't know, maybe I've just suppressed everything. It was so horrible that I don't remember it.
Do you want to talk about any of them, like therapy? We can help you with it.
Like the embarrassing stuff. No, we made an entire special on the podcast I'm a part of that Emmanuel was a guest on a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
With
Oh,
embarrassing
listen.
stories, and I think I own that episode with my stories.
So, do you want to tell any of the viewers about any of the stories?
They're basically all sexual, so I don't know.
Do you know about to tell a story that's on the subject of sexuality? Then is that it?
No. It's just a warning, really. Like,
Well,
maybe you don't want to hear it.
I absolutely want to hear it, and since most of our viewers are probably like around the age of 14, I bet they all want to hear it as well.
Oh, you don't know. What do you think, Emmanuel? You actually heard the episode? Do you think it's kid friendly?
I think it's a bit adult. I don't know. I don't know if they're ready for that. But now
Oh my God!
now we teased it so much, so now you actually
I ran
might have to tell it.
servers with kids on them. I always had the opinion that it's good if kids hear stuff. I think it's completely acceptable to pollute kids' minds with sexual stuff.
All right, you're
It's okay, so go ahead.
Like, if
I don't
they're
mind.
not sexually active yet, like, this might deter them from ever attempting something sexual ever again.
So even the conservative Christian people will like it, so then go ahead. There's no problem, obviously.
Okay.
And now in English.
Which one should I do? I can tell you about. Let's see. Okay. So. No, wait, no. This is too much pressure.
Okay, I can begin with a story about my first relationship when I was actually sexually active, which was really awkward, by the way. So I met this guy through the internet who was the best friend of one of my friends, and we really connected really well. Now, he didn't live in Stockholm, he lived in Lund.
Okay.
And we were both like pretty shy and pretty awkward. We didn't really share photographs of one another, just like these really like few ones which were really highly contrasted. So when we actually
did back then.
so when we actually did meet, we were just like staring at one another because we didn't really recognize one another, you know. He kind of recognized me because I had photographs which were a bit more closer to the truth than he did, but he really got
Oh, sorry.
prosit. But he really got offended by me staring at him, and he was like, "Oh, you really find me ugly, don't you?" Which was really sad. I mean, really sad. Yeah, I know. But yeah, so we met up and everything, and it was really awkward, and it really wasn't like it was on the internet at all. Like, it was really horrible actually in real life, to be perfectly honest. And we hung out a bit, and it was pretty awkward. And then we went to a few parties and we got drunk and then we tried to have sex, but it didn't work out because, as it turned out, he had a huge penis, like the biggest penis I've ever seen in my whole life. Still,
How big?
so big.
How big?
Can you draw a diagram for us at least? Size comparison with the
Could you
Eiffel Tower.
guesstimate in
Well,
centimeters?
I do know that it was slightly about 25 centimeters in length.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
That
Yeah.
is humongous. That is
Yes.
humongous.
Now we gave everyone penis complex, including me.
But you can't do anything with penis like that anyway.
No, you really can't. And it was really thick as well. So when we tried to have sex, like that, it didn't work out because it wasn't physically actually possible to do it. We tried, but no, it wasn't possible. And his conclusion on that was like, no, you're just not excited enough, probably. And I was like, or maybe it's because you have this huge thing. And I was like, I haven't really had sex with guys before. Are all guys like this? Because if that's it, then I don't want to.
Well, you were fortunate. That is not the case.
How is that fortunate? How is it fortunate to be like faced with a fucking monster?
No, it's fortunate for you later on that that's not the norm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That would have been terrifying.
No, I've never dated a guy since then who actually had 25 centimeter long penis. That is true.
Let's not make the well-hung feel bad. There are people for you out there as well.
No,
With deep set vaginas to accommodate you.
there should be a dating site where you can define like your size, just like penis wise and vagina wise, so you know that you will fit well in that aspect as well. Like you can select like, okay, I have a short and tiny vagina, so I want to meet guys with like tiny penises if I can, please. That would actually be great, you know?
And no one would be disappointed.
Yeah.
Once the pants.
The last guy I dated actually had a really big penis as well, and we never got to the stage of having sex. I was just like, we slept together in the same bed, and then I saw his hard on, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do
You
that.
ran away.
Ran away screaming.
No, it's like I'm not doing that. I'm not. Maybe I should write it on the internet though, because he's actually a really great guy with a great personality and everything. So if I just like write on the internet that, oh my god, it didn't work out because he has a huge penis, I guess
Well,
you
people
get a
would
lot
think
of.
that he wrote it. Probably. Like, oh.
Did they hijack your Twitter account, possibly?
Yes.
Last time I dated a guy where it was that issue, and I had to break up with him. I actually did write it online, but I asked him first if it was okay that I did, of course, because otherwise, it's a bit shitty. And he was like, so you're actually going to write online that I have a really large penis and that's the reason why you couldn't date me? Yes, I am all okay for that. Go for it. So yeah. It's like I think it's a myth though that all girls prefer a big penis, because that's not my experience at all.
Big enough.
Yeah. I don't know how I can contribute to this discussion really.
Show us the penis.
Yeah, we did talk about making this a nude drawing session, so maybe next time.
Well, I guess if you want to contribute to the discussion, you can talk about your own penis and how it's fit together with the girlfriends in your life and stuff like that. But maybe that's a bit private, so maybe you don't want to, and we completely respect that.
Yeah.
Toes, toes, toes. I'm enjoying toes.
I was actually considering drawing my penis on this picture, so. But
Well, do it. At the
you can
moment,
you can
we're
see how
on.
shy I am by looking at my drawings.
At the moment, we're on Elin's screen because she was being kind of foot fetishist about toes, and I thought that was interesting. So I just
No,
had to.
I'm not a foot fetishist. I think feet are horrible. Usually.
What? In what way?
Well,
The
I
feet
think
you are.
mine are so gross that they've tainted everyone else's.
Okay.
Sort of.
First you're scared of the Germans, now you're scared of the foot fetishists as well.
No, I totally
gonna
get a foot fetish. I understand it, but I can't relate.
Yeah, actually, when it comes to that, I kind of like my feet. I think it's probably because a lot of foot fetishists have. I don't know. I guess they probably were foot fetishists as they give me a lot of compliments about my feet.
But what's so special about your feet then?
I don't know. I never really liked my feet because they're really small.
Well, that must be such a problem for you.
I actually really like my feet because they're really pointy. It might be that when I was young and goth, I wore much too small shoes, so I think I deformed my feet. But
Well, is there a beauty
really
ideal
point.
within the goth community to have small feet?
no, but to have pointy shoes. And I didn't find the shoes I wanted in my size, so I picked like two sizes below, and I think I deformed my feet for life. So now I can only wear pointy shoes.
Aw. Well, for me, I have really small feet and really small hands, and for me, I had eating disorders for really, really long. And for me, I just felt like my really small feet and my really small hands made the rest of my body look larger. So I really hated them. I always wanted big feet and big hands because it would like make my body look smaller, kind of.
You gotta switch to my camera now, Anna.
Oh, kitty.
I got a guest.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello. What's the name of your guest?
This is Rory.
Hello, Rory.
Apparently named after some planet in Star Wars or something.
Aw. Hello, Rory. Do you like company, Rory? Do you like talking to people, Rory?
No, she likes food. That's all she likes.
The only thing she likes, food, nothing else.
Nothing else. She cuddles sometimes, but I think it's just to get the food.
That's what cats do.
Yeah.
I don't have any pets anymore. I found out I was allergic to most of them.
Oh.
God.
On a trip, actually, to Gothenburg. Bokmässan, the book fair in Gothenburg. So I didn't have anywhere to sleep, so just a few days before the actual trip, I just wrote out on my blog that yes, okay, I would like somewhere to sleep. So if any of my readers would like to post, send me an email with a description of themselves and be offer a place to sleep, that would be great. And there was this girl who sent a description that she's really awesome girl, and we're good friends today because she's amazing. But she sent this description that she said that she was chronically depressed, had a lot of anxiety issues, and was on a lot of medication. And she also wrote that she had over 15 cats.
Oh, shit.
And I thought,
No
well,
wonder
of
you
course.
allergies.
And I thought, of course, I want to visit someone who's got this, she's got this she wrote a huge email and with a lot of story about her life and everything, and I kind of felt like I knew her from the story she told me, and I just really liked her, and I thought that I really want to meet her, and I really want to live with her in her apartment, her tiny apartment with 15 cats, because I want to experience this. Unfortunately, it didn't work out very well, since I woke up in the middle of the night, not able to breathe at all. I was like, oh my god, what the hell is happening? Kind of much. but that was okay, because I didn't have to sleep in the apartment filled with 15 cats after that, because I met Martin Kellerman, and Martin Kellerman, he actually, it's really funny because we didn't actually know one another, but I kind of had a crush on him just because I thought he was the greatest comic artist in all of Sweden. And he also had a crush on me because of my writings.
No.
And
Did you
actually, oh yes, we did hook up, and it was actually kind of funny because one of his ex-girlfriends actually told me at the party once that one of the reasons why the relationship went bad was because he was talking about me so much all of the time. And she was like, "Dude, are you having an affair with Hanna Fridén?" And that was funny because we didn't actually know each other at this point. So I guess I wrecked the relationship without even knowing the person in question. That's amazing.
Whoa.
Like a heartbreaker.
That wasn't my fault, though. So yeah, we met up at Bokmässan, and then we just lived at his very fancy hotel instead. With 3 rooms, like these big screens in every single one of the rooms. He had like 1 bathtub, 1 jacuzzi. It was like, no, this is not how comic artists are supposed to live. Something is wrong here.
You're actually successful.
Mm-hmm.
What it feels like.
Few and far between. The successful comic artist.
But that didn't come to anything either, because Martin Kellerman also has a really huge penis, so it didn't work out.
No,
Oh my
you
god,
can't do
celebrity
this to me.
gossip!
Cannot.
Is that a guy people have crushes on?
Like,
I never.
what are you, like a
Never
big
thought
dick magnet?
Yes, I'm the huge dick magnet.
Maybe that should be our next
Like your
theme.
special
Big
power.
dick magnet.
Isn't that really unlucky though? Because there's a lot of girls that are like, they really want huge dicks, and I don't want it at all. But I constantly meet these guys who have huge dicks.
Oh, I wish I had your problems. Like, not now. Like, I'm very happy in my relationship and the size-wise, but like when I was younger.
No, I just seem to meet guys with huge dicks that I can't have sex with. Actually, it seems to be the way that my life is. Actually, it sucks.
Mm.
It would be nice to be able to actually have sex with someone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's so personal.
William
blushing
de
a bit.
Young. William de Young is writing this. It was the best episode ever. I was literally crying of laughing on the bus home from work, Elin. Best ever.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of embarrassing stories, I'm gonna go get another beer and maybe then I come up with something really embarrassing.
So is this the point where we discuss menstruation, Elin?
I have a story on that actually.
Let's do it.
Okay, so me and the boyfriend had just started dating.
Yeah.
And I went over to his place when I was kind of drunk for a little hookup. And, you know, being very much in love and stuff, I didn't really check on my cycle because I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
And he went down on me and I got my period on his face. And he didn't notice, but I did. So I just got up really drunk, saw the period blood on his face, and went home without saying a word.
But of course you noticed. I mean, there's no way you cannot notice that someone is having a period on your face.
Well, it was dark.
No, but the
It was
taste.
like 4 in the morning. I don't
No,
know.
but the taste.
But I don't know. I've never gone down on a girl with her period.
Okay, I'm going to be extremely graphic now, I guess. But haven't you ever tasted yourself when you have a period, or?
Well, not really, no.
Well, okay, that explains
Like
it.
indirectly, maybe.
Okay, well, it tastes of blood. It tastes of blood, and it tastes a lot of more of blood and mucus than it usually does. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, well, I've tasted myself in other aspects, not like period aspects, but like, you know.
But more. So in other aspects, you mean like snot? You picked your nose and tasted your snot? What?
Well, of course. But I mean,
Like a national pastime, eating snot.
Vad fan, fittslem? På engelska.
The vagina tastes completely different depending on which time of the cycle you are in, and that's not only the period; it's also the other cycles, because what your vagina actually expels tastes and acts quite differently depending in. Oh, by the way, I used to work as a teacher in these things. So yeah, I know a lot of things about it. Like the thickness and color changes, and the taste changes and everything. And I've always been really curious about my body, so I taste everything except for pee and poop.
Well, it's not like you go to taste it on a daily basis, like, oh, what's happening today?
I totally did.
Down below.
I totally did, because I want to know. I want to understand it. It's all for science.
Science, yay.
And that way you can also know that if you eat particular things, you know how it will be affected as well.
T.A.D.A.M is drawing in sex ed. It should be T.A.D.A.S next time.
Oh yeah, sexual education. I would totally go for an episode like that. That would be a great episode. Sexual education.
Yeah, let's do it. Theme.
Yeah.
The theme. You can draw anatomical diagrams and stuff.
We can't really, because YouTube does not allow that.
Oh.
Supernovas is asking, Frank, do you live in an anime? No, Supernovas, I do not live in an anime. I live in Sweden. An anime would never allow this kind of graphic talk at all. Hello, Hello, Enter. Nice to meet you. I haven't done the same kind of scientific research on guys' stuff, however, because it always kind of tastes disgusting.
I can tell you that
do we have, really?
cinnamon has bad effects.
What? What's that?
Thai food and cinnamon have bad effects.
Cinnamon, really?
Yes.
I always found that in general onions are one of the worst things when it comes to people smelling badly, because their pores kind of emit the really bad smell of onions.
Yeah. Also coffee can be bad. Dairy can be bad.
I think coffee...
Pineapple is good.
I think coffee and dairy is okay, actually, but that might be due to like personal tastes. One thing I really think is bad is well, of course, garlic, but one thing which I really find to be horrible is when people are really stressed out, they start smelling like really badly. They get this really sour body smell that they just can't stand at all.
Mm.
So if you're sleeping beside someone and they have a lot of nightmares, you wake up because they smell so bad. You know? Or maybe not. No. I have a really sensitive Sense of
Really
smell, by the way.
sensitive olfactory system.
Well, okay. At least I think it smells really bad if people have nightmares.
I can smell the fear on you.
So if you want to sleep with Hannah, don't have a big dick and don't have nightmares. Good.
That's the criteria.
Well, nightmares are fine, I guess, because I wake up then and I know that someone is having a nightmare, so I can wake them up and I can kind of make them feel better. But then, yes, I do get tortured by the smell. But also, you have to consider the fact that I am a smoker, so I always smell bad. So I can't really guilt someone for smelling bad, can I?
No.
No, I can't.
You disqualified yourself.
Yes, I have. I always smell and taste like an ashtray. So, yes.
A sexy ashtray.
Do I smell like a sexy ashtray? Is that?
I don't know. I haven't smelled.
I'm guessing a sexy ashtray would smell like a regular ashtray. So yeah.
Yeah.
I
was just trying to spin it positively.
I will agree to the point of being sexy, as I am frightfully attractive. But awkward silence. Awkward silence.
No, you are. You're very, 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 very.
Of course you are.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
You don't need some kind of man recognition to know that.
No.
No, actually, I'm quite actually against man recognition from that. But if it's friends telling me it, totally fine with it. I would just absorb it and love it. Because I know that you guys probably don't mean anything dirty by it, or do you? Actually, with Elin, actually, I'm not quite sure. She might.
Well, at one point, maybe.
That was actually kind of a weird situation. So I had this friend, which I talked a lot with on the internet for several years. She's a feminist and she's a really good writer. I respect her a lot, and she was coming to Stockholm, and I invited her, and I invited her and some of her friends, but then she really started hitting on me, and I was like, what am I going to do? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm heterosexual, but I don't want to offend anyone. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's good that you and I haven't met yet, because sometimes when I look up to people and stuff, it's kind of like having a crush on them.
Yeah.
So you would probably be a bit weirded out. Probably.
No, that's okay. Last guy I dated, it turned out after a while he admitted that he'd been reading my blog from a very young age, and that got him into gender studies and stuff like that.
Oh, shit.
and everything. So now this might sound very conceited, but actually I'm quite used to that.
I can imagine.
And it's okay. It's okay. I don't mind it. It's very flattering.
Maybe one
And
day
usually
I will change lives too. Oh my
Change
God, I made
lives?
myself. Yeah, just like you do.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Now you've gotten really far in your picture here, Emanuel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Why are you so quick?
So sloppy. You gotta find the right level of slop. That's the secret to success. You get things done without looking horrible, looking just moderately horrible.
Your drawings look great. My drawing looks like shit, to be honest.
I doubt it.
No, it really does actually, in comparison. But I will blame it on talking all the time.
It's really interesting how every artist has really bad self-esteem. I have friends who are really successful and they hate everything they do too. So.
I don't have any kind of bad self-esteem when it comes to my artwork. I honestly don't.
Sorry, it sounded like that for a while.
No, I'm objectively saying that my artwork is not as good as yours, and it's not.
Is there really an objective way of
Yes, it really is, because my artwork is actually quite worse than the artwork of you guys, and I can prove this by showing it. I've just been doing like this random face here, nothing else. This is the only thing I've done.
That's pretty.
It's great.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that, and Elin couldn't do that, so then you're the best in here at doing that kind of artwork. So
yeah,
pretty faces. Whoa, oh my god.
A god of pretty faces. And I can't do smooth shading, so I just do this comic hard shading on every picture I do.
I like the hard shading more than the smooth one, so actually,
me too.
Good.
Because
That's all you're getting. Now I'm shading my crotch, my like 14-year-old crotch, or maybe younger.
Supernovas is writing this. The joys of womanhood, menstruating on a sexual partner's face.
Yes.
Oh yes, indeed. I've actually never done that. I usually don't have sex at all, actually, when I'm on my period, because I kind of start hurting when I'm on my period. So, as well as we've already come to a conclusion, I don't seem to have a big vagina, and
or a deep set vagina.
and when your uterus,
I have a wide set vagina.
and when your uterus gets bloated, it gets really horrible. Like, I'm not going to have sex on my period because it hurts a lot. And sometimes this has actually been an issue when you're dating guys who wants to be like, they want to be like, no, I don't have problems with girls when they have a period, so don't say no. I don't have a problem with it. And then you're like, no, but that's not the thing. I have a problem with having sex right now. And they're like, no, you really shouldn't. Like, there's nothing you should be ashamed about. No, I'm not ashamed about anything. I just don't want to have sex right now. And they're like, oh, but, it's that patriarchy, everything. You really shouldn't be ashamed about a completely natural thing. And it's like, no, that's not the thing. Please stop. I just don't want to have sex right now.
I was just going to say something about how I don't have a problem with menstruation, but I guess that would make me sound like one of those nice guys then.
No, you're very noble, Emanuel.
I would be kind of surprised if you had issues with girls having menstruation, actually, Emanuel.
Yeah.
Why must you bleed every month? Stop this nonsense.
Actually, I would find it to be quite nice if I didn't have to bleed every month. It would be
awesome, yes. Because I don't want to have kids, so there's no point to my period at all.
But what if you still have menstruation if you get sterilized or something?
Yes, you do. I've looked into it.
Yeah.
It's useless.
The thing is, if you stop menstruating, your body also stops producing some hormones, and you start feeling really sick. So that kind of sterilization is usually not to recommend.
No.
No, it sucks a bit, and my last menstruation was so horrible. Like I had a tampon in, and I had a tampon. This was while I was sleeping, by the way. like a really big fat tampon, like sleeping tampons, like big, really big fat ones, and then a really big fat pad that's made for sleeping, and then I had pajama pants on, and I also had what is handu called again in English? Towel. I also had this towel, and I folded it not just one time, but 2 times and 3 times. So that's 6 layers of towels, I still bled through the whole fucking thing and through the sheets into the mattress.
Shit,
That's not even
a heavy flow.
Yes, that's a heavy flow. I hate it. I hate my menstruation because it's just like this flood of blood just like constantly pouring out of my vagina.
It's like the elevators in The Shining.
Yeah. So I don't mind menstruation, but I would like if it wasn't such a heavy flow. Really, it would be nice.
But
And
aren't there pills for that?
Yes, I did get that recommendation from a friend as well, that there's pills to kind of stabilize this intense flood. Because it's really annoying that you always bleed through everything, and then when you get out from bed in the morning, it's just like the blood just starts flowing. So you drip blood all over the floor and everywhere you go, and it's just like, oh my god, fuck it. I really don't want to do this.
So while we're still personal, can I ask you a personal question?
Yes, of course.
Are you guys on the pill?
No.
Because my girlfriend, who shall remain nameless, she had really heavy menstruations, but it's gotten better since she went on the pill. But she also suspects that it made her depressed, so it's quite a trap.
It's quite common.
I am not on the pill because I can't go on the pill because of health things, health history in my family.
Yeah.
So, and also I'm a smoker, so I can't go on the pill.
Because you're a smoker?
Yes.
Blood clots, I guess. Or?
Yes, blood props.
Clots.
Clots. Yes, blood clots. Yes, blood clotting. If you have a history of blood clotting in your family history, and you're also a smoker, then you're not allowed to go on the pill because it's too dangerous.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
More than 2 women a year die in Sweden because of this reason, because they're on the pill, and I'm not allowed to get on the pill. So there is still some other alternatives to this, but they still do things to your hormones and shit. And the thing is that I know too much about hormones to actually risk that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an IUD, but I wouldn't recommend that for you because it increases your flow.
What is an IUD?
En kopparspiral.
Oh, okay. No. Kopparspiral probably wouldn't be good for me since I have such a heavy flow. No, probably not.
I'm still waiting for the male contraceptive pill. All up for that.
But the thing is, I got my period really early when I was young, and I was really proud of it. I was really proud of, like, oh my god, I have my period really early. I'm really proud of this. This is amazing. And but then I was really proud of my first hairs and everything. I just felt like, oh, this means that I am kind of a better and stronger person because I'm early developed.
Oh.
But then the rest of the school class didn't really think the same thing. They kind of thought it was disgusting and stuff. So,
well, that's wrong.
So maybe that should be my picture, like just a big like blood sample with a lot of hairs in it. That actually would be a very good representation of my youth.
Proud, hairy, and misunderstood.
Hairs really early. I got my blood flow really early. I was really tall and really strong really early. Yeah. So I was taller than everyone else, and I was really strong. I had a 6-pack when I was 12 years old.
Oh shit!
Because I was like heavily into athletics and a bit disturbed as well, I would say.
Couldn't you just draw yourself beating up that guy and Mad Fat Diary gives everyone nicknames? That would be a good picture.
Well, that would be pretty much a standard picture on my side, so I don't know how interesting it would be, but...
I just really want to see that guy get beaten up.
But you know, Emmanuel, I was talking to you a while about a video I wanted to make,
Yeah.
and that was actually about menstruation.
Oh,
It's
right.
about all the names that I have figured out are in Swedish, but I will try to translate it. So I guess it would be the value of we, value of vagina, and so there's this big vagina floating in the sky,
All right.
which bleeds once a month, and it gives life and nutrition to the whole valley. And the valley is full of tampons, pads, and menstrual cups.
It's beautiful.
Yes, it's very beautiful. But there's a conflict between the tampons and the menstrual cups. Or actually, you know, tampons and the pads are in a team together, but there's a conflict because then the menstrual cups comes along.
Yeah.
And the conflict here is that the menstrual cups gathers up all of the blood. So
Yeah.
the tampons and the pads, they start starving. So they have to resort to vampirism, cannibalism to survive. It's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing.
It's getting to be a full-length movie.
Oh yes, but in the end, you know, the menstrual cups and the tampons and the pants, they start collaborating together. So there's a happy ending to this story.
Right.
But it's really about the new thing coming in.
Yeah.
So there's a moral
That's
aspect to
cool.
this story as well. So
Accepting.
this story is actually just based on a dream that I had, the Valley of the We. So yeah, it's just based off the dream. I guess it can probably be improved from the dream I had, probably.
I'm actually really good at animating fluids, so we can make a magnificent menstrual flow together, I think.
That is like one of the most romantic things I ever heard. We can make an amazing menstrual float together.
Now everyone heard it.
Hmm.
My proposition.
We can make an amazing menstrual float together. It's one of the nicest things I ever heard. I'm so happy.
You're welcome, dear.
So let's see. So you guys watching, do you want to ask any questions? We've been talking a lot about sex. Now we have a lot of very experienced people here when it comes to youth and sex. We have a lot of stories from when we were younger. So, you know, if you're virgins or you just had your first sex, you can ask them because that's kind of the subject of this episode. Supernovas is asking, why are Swedish names so much cooler than American names?
Are they?
They're really not.
I don't know. My name is
Because
Hanna Fridén. If everyone wants to pronounce the names in Swedish.
my name is Emanuel Garnheim, which is like what's it called? I forget the language. Hebrew first name with a German last name, so that's not Swedish
Yeah.
at all, actually.
And my name is actually a Hebrew first name and a Swedish last name. So
At least you're half Swedish name.
actually the Hebrew name is Shanna. But yeah. The last guy I dated with the last ridiculously huge penis was actually Jewish. So he talked a lot about my Hebrew name and the origins of it. And
Yeah.
then he spoke a lot in Hebrew as well.
What does Hanna mean in Hebrew?
I think it means the last time I checked, this was very, very many years ago though, but I think it means that I am compassionate and accepting of people, which is like, ha 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 ha. I don't think so, right?
No, but that's true.
No, that certainly is not true.
Yes, it is.
No, it certainly is not. But
You're
you're
a
very
nice
kind.
person. Shut up.
So, Elin,
Yes.
do you want to tell us your name? Elin Nilsson?
Jonsson. Thank you very much.
Jonsson. Well, I'm very sorry.
So
Yes.
I think it's Swedish. Elin is Swedish, yeah.
Yeah, it does sound very Swedish all around.
And Jonsson too.
How would you pronounce your name in English, by the way?
Elin Jonsson, because that's my name.
Yes, but if you moved to like the UK or America, how would you pronounce it?
The same, but other people pronounce it like Elin, or something similar to that. I'm sometimes called Jelena by my boyfriend's sister's husband.
Jelena.
Jelena, because he's from Serbia.
Ah.
So it's Jelena for him, because Elin is a short version of Helena or Helena or Helen or something like that, I think.
I see.
Yes.
Well, Hannah is pretty easy because it's kind of an international name. It exists in all countries. And it's very common in Sweden. There's over 46,000 people who's actually got it as a first name in Sweden.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about switching my name from Emanuel to my artist name, Emmanuel. It's much more internationally viable, and I also cut out the God part in my name since I don't really believe in gods.
But come on, you're 33 years old.
I can't switch my name when I'm 33, are you saying? You're accusing me of having a midlife crisis. A lot of my friends actually called me that already, so...
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, but no, Emanuel is internationally viable, I assure you.
I don't think there's anything wrong with changing it to Emmanuel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, if you want to, of course, you should do it.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm just saying Emanuel is a beautiful name, and you shouldn't feel that.
I always thought it sounded a bit like I'm throwing up.
What?
Well, if that's the effect your name has on you, then maybe you should change it.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Let's switch to Elin's screen.
Yes.
So are you going for a black and white picture, or are you just focusing on the shading?
I'm just focusing on the shading.
Yeah. It's really amazing, though. It really looks like her, like the facial expression and everything. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good. That's great.
Is it?
I always find it amazing when people can convert someone from like how they look in real life and then convert them into this comic style, and it still looks like them.
Yeah, I do that a lot with my satire drawings, but it usually takes like 20 sketches, so I'm not gonna do that today.
Yeah, some faces are easier than others.
Yeah.
I can tell you.
But if I learned anything about art, it is that it gets better every time you start over. That's my lesson for today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to throw everything away.
Yeah.
I'm looking so much white right now, so I'm a bit worried that I'll be super hungover tomorrow when I have to clean my apartment for the party that I'm having on Saturday. When I have my birthday party.
Yay.
Oh. When's your birthday?
My birthday is the 18th, actually.
No way, that's my dad's birthday.
Yes, I have 10 friends who actually have their birthdays on the same day as I do. It's just ridiculous, really, how many people it is.
Wait,
on this
9
particular
months ago,
date.
what happened? Did we have a holiday 9 months ago?
Yes, yes,
Midsummer or something?
Yes, it's called Midsummer. It's the weekend where
we get drunk and have weird rituals around the pole.
It's not really weird.
Babies.
It's not really weird
Babies.
rituals though. We just plant like a big pole in the ground and we decorate it with flowers and then we dance in a ring around it and then we get drunk and then
And we
we
pretend
have
we're
sex.
frogs, and then we make babies.
Actually, why don't we sing it?
Oh
Små
my
grodorna.
God.
No. Let's spare the viewers.
Why not?
I can't
Why
sing.
not? It's a lovely traditional thing.
But I have an awful singing voice.
But everyone sings it awfully. There's no way to sing this sound in a good way. Truthfully, there's no way.
Oh, I can't do this.
It's too much pressure.
Well, okay.
It's our first
This just
time.
turned like into an episode of Mad Fat Diary.
Well, we have this traditional. We have a traditional song in Sweden. Midsummer is one of our biggest traditions in Sweden. It's ranked when it comes to tradition in Sweden. There's Christmas and then there's Midsummer. And Midsummer is about placing a huge pole into the ground, which kind of looks like a dick, and it has balls and everything, by the way. So it kind of looks like a big dick fertilizing the ground, but with a lot of flowers on it because it's happy. It's not like profane or anything.
Not a sad thing. It's a happy.
No, it's just happy. It's about fertilizing the ground and the ground being one with the fertilizer, kind of. So this is what so the whole thing about Midsummer is about love and making babies, basically. Making babies, making crops, all of that, life and everything.
Also,
so naturally,
does it have something to do with like the equinox or something?
no, it doesn't have anything to do with the equinox. What the hell?
Doesn't it?
No, it's no. Well, date-wise, yeah, date-wise, maybe. But
Yeah.
Midsummer is about love and making babies and making life. So a lot of people in Sweden are born at the same date, which is around the date that I am born. Like there's like this huge flood of babies being born just at this particular day because a lot of people make babies around this date, and yeah, and I am one of those children. And some countries see this as pagan and horrible.
I can see it as pagan and great.
Why are you telling us to stop this, Elin?
No, I'm telling my screen to stop it.
Okay.
Because it ran away from me.
Okay. Yeah, but this is the second. This is the second biggest holiday in Sweden, and it's just about making love and making babies and making life. So yeah, a lot of people have birthdays around this date because it's actually 9 months after that date. So a lot of people have their birthdays here in Sweden around that date.
I actually got a nephew a couple of days ago, so I guess my sister has been up to things on Midsummer too.
Oh, naughty. When are you born, Elin?
I'm born in May, the end of May.
I used to have a theory that all the tall people were born in January, but
Well, I'm sorry.
you ruined it for me.
But I'm also shorter than you, so
Yeah.
your theory might still stick.
Wait. Tall people are born in January?
Yeah, that was the theory I had when I went to school.
I think it sounds weird. I don't think I agree on this theory,
No,
actually.
no.
It makes sense, because you're almost a year older than, say, someone who's born in November.
Oh, it might be that. All the sports guys, all the short, muscly guys were born in February. So
Yeah.
that's the sports month, and the tall and awkward month is January. That was my theory in school, at least.
Well, I'm actually just above it.
Wait, let me see your picture, Emanuel. Can I see your art? Are you in prison?
Yeah.
It looks like you're in prison.
Oh my
I'm
God.
switching to Emanuel's screen right now.
I was gonna be in a
You're
shower
in a
room.
dungeon, torture dungeon.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shower, but it's a good dungeon.
I think of a shower room. It's good. It's very good.
I don't even know what a shower room looks like anymore.
I'm just 2 centimeters above average female height in Sweden.
Short A.
By international standards, that seems to be really tall. Because when I talk to people around the world, they think that I'm really tall.
How tall are you? Metric system, please.
170 centimeters.
Well, that's really short, though.
No, that's not short. That's 2 centimeters above average height for women in Sweden. Fuck you.
That's short.
Really?
Really, fuck you and
Manners.
go to hell. Fuck you and go to hell.
Sorry.
That is so rude. I am not short. I am above average height.
Well, compared to me and Emanuel, you're short.
Yes, of course. Because both of you are humongous monsters.
We shall rule the earth one day, so you best shut up.
We shall topple over and break our hips one day. That's what we're
No.
gonna
We because
Yeah.
humanity is getting taller gradually. So
I have a
we're
lot
just at the top of the curve. I think.
Yeah, but I have a lot of muscle mass though, so I can just point you in the waist and you will fall over and die.
Oh, my waist is thick.
I am really fucking strong.
But my waist is really, really thick.
Yeah, but you know, I
Like
don't
an
have any
oak tree.
problems. I don't have any problem with big waists. They're still as easy to top over as small waists. It's not a problem really.
I actually fought my coworker today because he started picking a fight with me, so I toppled him over. That was pretty fun.
I kind of feel like showing my muscles on my webcam now, actually.
Good.
Like just flexing them a bit.
I want to see this.
Oh yeah, they're really great. I don't know if you will actually be able to see them very well, but I will try. No, you can see a bit of line. You can mainly see my unshaved armpits actually, because I haven't been caring about that. But you can see a bit of my muscle.
That's glorious.
Can you see my
Glorious
muscle?
Look at those guns.
Look
Oh,
at them
yeah.
guns.
I didn't buy tickets to any gun show. How could I be here?
All right.
But actually, my leg muscles are the best thing. But I'm not sure I want to take my pantyhose off. And actually, I would need to take all my clothes off to show those because I'm wearing this jumpsuit thingy.
Okay, now here comes the time when I write all those words in my picture.
Yeah, I'm going to show my muscles a bit more because I was actually really enjoying like showing my muscle and stroking my muscle. Look at my muscle.
You're precious.
Look at my muscle. Look at my muscle. Okay, so Emona, do you want to share something? So let's switch to your screen then. But I was really enjoying showing my muscle.
Sorry, I don't want to ruin your muscle show.
My muscles are really great. They're really attractive. At least I think so.
There's one word I can't translate. That is boss fuel.
Oh, that's double bass.
Wait, say the word again.
Double bass.
Fuel.
Say the word again, I didn't hear it.
Boss
Double
fuel.
bass.
Bass fuel. Oh. No, I don't know how to translate that either, actually.
But I told you.
I'm gonna write that. Doesn't sound as much as an insult in English though, but it was.
I used to play that instrument. It was beautiful. And I bet you were too.
Thank you.
I still have my webcam up on the other screen, and I kind of just like sitting there and flirting with myself because I'm like, oh my god, there's muscles. Oh yeah. That's really hot.
Are we getting any comments?
I don't know, I was busy looking at my muscles, actually. I can check. But when I used to have a six-pack when I was 12 years old, but But that was probably some kind of freaky stuff, considering I was 12 years old. But I was really tall for that age. I think I would probably actually have been taller than I was if I hadn't gotten my severe eating disorders.
Mm.
And then to treat my eating disorders, I got 2 kinds of medications, which actually made me really fat. Like when we started to get to know each other's Emanu, I was pretty overweight. And then that was during my medication, and then I stopped my medication, and I lost 30 kilos in less than 6 months after stopping my medication. And this was really frustrating for me as well when I was younger, because when people asked me, like, okay, so why are you overweight? I was like, yes, I'm on a medication. It happens.
People ask you why?
Yes, because they assume that I had this really unhealthy living. I really didn't. I worked out for 3 hours a day, and I ate almost nothing, and I was still overweight. And it was really frustrating for me because I'd always been really skinny my whole life, and then again a lot of weight. But no one believed me. They all thought that it was excuses for being overweight. And then I stopped my medication, and I lost 30 kilo in less than 6 months. So, and then everyone was like, "Oh, so you're like some kind of diet queen?" And I was like, "No, it's still just the medication. I told you guys before that I gained weight because of the medication, and now I stopped it, so I lost the weight. It kind of makes sense." But even then, people didn't believe it, so I don't know.
People are such assholes. Why would they ask you that?
Yeah.
No, I can really say that I've been in my life. I've been really underweight. I've been normal weight, and I've been overweight. And the way that you're treated when you're overweight is really bad. It's really, really bad. You get treated so badly. It's not funny in any way. Like, there's a lot of people who will not. I can say exactly the same things to people. You act exactly the same way, but if you're overweight, they just won't be your friends because you're overweight. It really sucks. It really does.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And when I was really underweight, sure, people commented on me probably having eating disorders and anorexia and everything, but they still wanted to hang out with me. They still wanted to be my friends. I still got some nasty comments and stuff about it, but no one avoided me. No one. There was no one who didn't want to be my friend because I was underweight. But there was a lot of people who quite clearly didn't want to be my friend when I was overweight.
Mm.
And it's very clear that it is like that.
Yeah. Society has a lot of standards we need to work with.
Yeah.
Just hope people start to analyze why they think the things they think.
Sometimes I can get annoyed by skinny people when they say that we also get bad comments about our weight. So, it's exactly the same. But no, it's not the same. Yes, you do get bad comments no matter what weight you are in, but you don't get excluded in the same way if you're skinny as when you are overweight. You really don't. You don't.
I feel afraid commenting this because I'm a guy, and I can imagine we don't get a portion of the shit you girls are getting. So.
Well, probably not. But guys kind of get excluded when they're really skinny, don't they?
I don't know.
Maybe.
This picture is about body image, but I still think girls get punished more severely for.
I also think that
it's from the norm.
Yeah.
I also think that in the kind of crowd that we hung out in, Emanuel, and which you still hang out in, it seems from pictures, if I'm going to be superficial, that you still hang out with. It's also considered to be popular with skinny guys.
Yeah, it's true. It's totally true.
Yeah. I don't really hang out in the alternative scene so much anymore. Like, I'm more in the gaming scene, actually.
Yeah.
And the gaming scene has a big mix of skinny people and fat people and average people, and yeah.
I hang out in a lot of scenes, to my defense, but
yes,
yeah.
I'm sure you do. I don't think that you're confined to one kind of people. That was not what I meant.
I see. And our old goth friends has actually grown up quite a bit, so.
But it seems to me, like when I watch on the internet, that you hang out with a lot more that kind of alternative people than I do.
Yeah. I might, yeah.
It just looks like it. I might be wrong.
Yeah. But everyone's growing up. It's not a beauty pageant anymore.
But I think it's nice. You're 33 and you still wear your makeup and
yeah.
And everything.
I used to think you had to grow up, but when I grew up, I realized you can do whatever you want. That's the best thing of growing up. You can play with toys and wear your makeup and look silly all your life. It's a wonderful realization, actually.
That's really nice.
The best part of growing up is realizing you can act like a kid all your life.
Yeah.
So you want to look at my screen and give me advice?
I think it looks great, and I also get the feeling that you were really sad when this happened when you were younger. Yeah. I do.
Should I have the coloring on the swords or just lines?
I think lines.
Do it again.
So, fills or just lines?
Just lines. Just lines is better.
Oh, all this work for nothing. Yeah, okay, thanks.
So let's go to Eileen's picture.
Oh, yes. You want me to zoom out?
Yes, I would like that very much. So why did you choose this position for her?
Because I wanted to convey the fact that she's uncomfortable in her own skin and wants to hide her body as much as possible.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. And for all of you guys who doesn't know, Eileen is portraying this character from a really great TV show which is called My Mad Fat Diary. Yeah. And it's a wonderful TV show. What is happening in the background?
My boyfriend's playing with the dog. They're both on the floor.
Was that a dog? Oh my god, yeah. Okay.
And the boyfriend.
Which one was panting? I'm not sure.
I don't know either. No, it was the dog. He gets really excited. They've gone to play in the bed now. Like, not in a weird way, it's just a good place to wrestle because it's soft.
I think we guys should probably switch to webcams actually now for the rest of the talking, or for a little while. Like, Emmanuel is finished with, you can keep on with the drawing, Eileen, if you want to. But Emmanuel is finished with his talking. And so let's take a look at the pretty face of Emmanuel.
Hello.
Hey, Emmanuel.
Hey.
Hey.
Can you show everyone your Dark Souls tattoo again? So Emmanuel, he works as an illustrator in the gaming industry. The only game he plays, however, is Dark Souls, but he loves this game a lot. So he even tattooed it in. It looks great.
Actually, took the day off tomorrow because it's the release of Dark Souls 2. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna pig out at home in my underwear and play games all weekend.
What's the
And
game
that's all.
about?
And that's also the reason why Emanuel is not traveling up to Stockholm with his girlfriend for my birthday. No, it's not. But
She took the weekend off from me because I'm gonna play Dark Souls.
yeah. And she went up to Stockholm to check out the apartment you're moving to, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move up and hang out with you, Hannah. Hannah Banana.
That's going to be nice.
Yeah, I think so. I
Yeah.
hope so. It's really scary moving to a new town, but you gotta uproot now and again, right?
And you know, like I'm also really scary, you know, with my
With your muscles. And
oh yeah, with my muscles.
your
Look at these
muscles are broken.
muscles.
Thoroughly impressive.
I know.
Can't see my muscles because I have tattoos covering them.
I'm not sure if these are muscles though, or just like I can angle my
Yes,
arm
tendons.
perfectly in the camera. Yeah, it might just be tendons, actually. Because actually, I used to have really good muscles when it used to like stick up here and everything as well. My real muscles, as I said before, is on my legs. Those are wonderful. Those are amazing muscles. But that would be really hard to show because, like, if I take my legs and like move them up here, it's just like going to be like this black blur like this. You're not going to see them because it's too dark. So like not even if my pantyhose is broken, by the way. So even if I put like my legs here or if I put them behind my head like this, like it's not going to show. So no, it sucks.
At least you gotta put your legs behind your head. That's point for you.
What's the point for me? Sorry, I didn't hear.
That you're able to put your legs behind your head.
Oh, yes. I can put one leg behind my head and still jump around on my other leg, actually.
You
Even
gotta.
I
I'm
have
looking forward to
pictures.
seeing that.
I can do something which is really freaky, but I haven't done it in a really long time. But something I used to be able to do, but which I'm really scared to do nowadays because some people told me that this might not be good to do while you're drunk and stuff, is that I can take my neck and I can turn it 90 degrees around so it's facing the other way.
What?
Oh yes, oh yes,
Exorcist shit.
I have pictures of me doing this actually. If I can just try like for a little bit, like you cannot actually see my shoulders now, so it's not even worth trying. But so what I do is that I turn my shoulders around and I put my head down here, and now it's past my shoulders, and then I just press the face down the other way, and yeah, then it's a 90 degree.
Nice.
And then I actually do have a movie of me walking backwards, but with my face forwards.
That's some real exorcist shit right there.
Something might be wrong with my body, I'm not sure. But it never got hurt from it, so that's good at least.
You're just demon possessed. That's okay.
Only penises can hurt you.
I'm not possessed, but... So now it's your camera, Emmanuel.
What? I don't know what to do with this sudden exposure. What happened to Elin? You disappeared.
No, she's still there.
No, I'm still there. I'm just drawing.
She's doing her shading. So you guys, do you want Emmanuel to do something specific in the camera? Not anything dirty, please.
I can show you a cat in a box. Hey! It smells really nice on his head.
Aw, that's cute.
Observe the box he's in, the lost and found box. He feels a bit lost, this guy. So yeah.
That guy is writing, well, in Texas, in US, you are short at 178 centimeters, and I am considered short. Well, actually, as far as I know, the tallest country in the world is the Netherlands, and then comes Sweden. Sometimes it's Norway, sometimes it's Denmark, but usually it's Sweden, and I am above average height in Sweden. So I'm pretty sure I would not be considered to be short in fucking Texas. I think you're probably referring to the male height, not the female height.
Oh my god, my computer is bugging out, I think. I might disappear now.
Don't go.
Everything is frozen, but I can still hear you.
I can hear you too.
We can see you, we can hear you. Now you froze. So everyone can you stare at Valda's frozen image for a while. Hello everyone. Emanuel just died from a short circuit from his computer. It's a very sad thing when this happens. But I do want to raise the issue again. No, 178 centimeters is not considered to be short among females anywhere in the whole world. That is a ridiculous statement to do.
I'm
Very
just saying that I'm
ridiculous.
looking down on you from a 6'1".
Yes, Elin, you are very tall. That is true.
And majestic. And I win at centimeters.
But I am very good at walking in really high heels.
What, did you say you were 178?
No, 170.
Hmm.
But I am really good at walking in really high heels, so you know.
And so am I. So I still win.
And now I am also smoking on cam,
Oh, there he is.
being like a bad.
Hello?
There we go. Let's switch to model again so we can turn off the smoking for kids on cam. Really good. Welcome back, Emmanuel. What happened?
My computer crashed for unknown reasons.
What kind of computer do you have?
Me?
Hmm?
Hewlett-Packard NV15,
Oh.
which is very prone to overheating. It regularly goes up to 100 degrees Celsius internally and stuff. So that's
I think I probably might be drunk because I'm kind of just looking at myself, like in the webcam screen, and being like, "Oh, you're so hot. So what are you doing tonight?"
like
So you
this,
turn
huh?
into Narcissus when you're drunk.
Oh yes, I'm frightfully narcissistic all of the time. Haven't you guys noticed? Seriously?
Do we have to drink to catch up with you, Hannah? Because I'm out of beer, but I can take a few shots if you wanna play the same game.
So is this where we end the whole thing and then we just carry it on an online party?
Maybe. It's best for everyone. It's best for the children. Think of the children.
Think of the children. Well,
See my picture before my computer destroys it. So this is my. Oh, sorry. Wait. So I'm just gonna share my screen. Yeah. So okay. This is what I've got for the first T.A.D.A.M.
this is an amazing picture. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's amazing because it tells a story about yourself.
It's very, very personal, actually. Kind of getting
So,
sweaty.
how did you get over your self-consciousness about your hips?
I don't know.
If you got over it.
I haven't really, but I try to stand in front of the mirror naked a lot. That's good therapy.
Oh, nice.
That's an image for you.
Cute.
I know. I don't know if that's scientific, but it works.
No, no, I do think it's good because the more I stand in front of the mirror, the more I appreciate my own body.
Yeah.
I do still see faults in my own body, I do, but I learn to appreciate the good things about my body, the things I like.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you also get used to the aspects about your body which you don't like.
Yeah.
But that's talking from one kind of perspective. I'm not sure that I would have this kind of perspective when I was really overweight, for example.
I'm not saying that's the universal solution. It works for me, but
The funny thing is that when I was really overweight, I was actually kind of okay with my body.
yeah.
Because I was so heavy on medication, so I didn't care about anything. Actually, when I was on my medication, I was on so heavy medication that I didn't really care about anything except for, having a good time, really. So I wasn't really a good person towards people. And I don't know if you remember any of this, Emmanuel, because I don't really remember much of the interactions I had with people. But do you remember any of the interactions I can't remember any of the interactions I actually had with you. I know that we met several times, but I don't actually remember any of the times.
I don't remember anything negative, so
That's good at least.
I think I was a bit of an asshole back then too, so if you don't remember anything negative as well,
I do.
I'm happy as
I do remember that I kind of thought that you were an asshole. I do remember that.
Yeah, there you go. That's probably a correct assumption. That should maybe be my embarrassing stories about how much of an asshole I was.
I think my opinions about you were that you were a bit shallow.
Yeah.
For one thing. Yeah. And that you were a bit dry to people for no reason. Like you could be rude to people for no reason at all.
If I can do a bit of psychoanalysis on myself, I think it kind of stems from this, that I didn't really find my place when I was young, and then when I discovered that I could hang out in this goth scene and be a cool skinny guy, I kind of overdone it and became kind of a douchebag for a while.
You weren't a douchebag though, specifically like towards me. Like you didn't do that.
I know I was towards people, so I'm sorry.
I didn't actually see you being a douchebag towards people. It was just like this, like how you would look at people and were like, okay, I'm going to try to imitate the face. I'm going to try it.
Oh my god! Stop that. Actually, I gotta blame it on that I forget people a lot too. So that still happens. People think I'm an asshole because I can't remember them, but that's just because I have really short memory.
But yeah, you did have that face a lot of the time.
But I was also.
I can remember this.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Stop rubbing in and getting awkward.
No, but that was okay because I had that face too. Like we were all like in a position, like we were in this alternative scene. No one of us had fit in like from before. I wasn't the nicest person at all. I really wasn't. Like I can't claim that I was a really nice person during this time because I really wasn't. So I was pretty much, when I went out, I was pretty much like this.
That's the same face. Okay, that's a bit. That's a different face. Yeah. So the lesson could be that
Don't be an asshole.
everyone will find somewhere to fit in, but don't be an asshole just because you found somewhere.
I also did have the face that you had. This face.
Don't have that face just because you found a place to hang out. My cat is biting me in the hand right now. I don't know why.
So, Elin, we're thinking about finishing this. Do you want to show a whole off of your drawing here?
Sure.
Drawing some kind of squares. It's a lot of squares.
Tiles.
There's a lot of tiles.
Yeah.
That's
This
wonderful.
drawing is amazing. It's amazing.
You're a fucking wizard.
No.
You're a wizard.
No.
And I think we've learned a lot for the next time we're doing this.
Yeah,
A lot.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot. Which is great.
for sure. It's fun though. Great fun for everyone.
Yeah.
You are amazing, Elin.
There's still people watching.
Oh, yes, there are still people watching.
How many?
29.
Oh.
27. 26, 25, 24, 20. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey people, we love you.
Is love a very strong word to use at this point?
For you, maybe.
So, if we can say goodbye to the watchers by webcam, that would be good. Can we?
Just
Bye.
where's the thing?
Don't forget to praise the sun.
So, Elin, can we start with you?
Well, if I can get the fucking camera on.
Yeah. We can start with Emmanuel. Meanwhile, really.
Alright, so you want a farewell from me?
Yes. And do a
Okay.
personal story if you want.
It was really lovely sharing a piece of traumatic childhood with you, complete strangers, and praise the sun.
I don't know.
Praise the sun. Elin, do you want to do it?
Say goodbye. And say.
There we go. You're on.
Hello and goodbye. This was nice. I'm sorry I didn't speak so much because I have bad simultanförmåga. Fan, heter det då?
Well,
I can't juggle.
You kind of have a bad microphone as well. I really want to
Yeah.
fix your microphone situation because that's really not good.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And you have such a lovely voice as well. I really love your voice.
No.
Now, you know, it's deep and it's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Rich.
Thank you. Yes. I got a good bass.
Okay.
Alright.
So, okay, guys. Thank you for watching the stream. It has been really lovely. We've learned quite a lot from this stream. I've learned that it seems like the room that I'm sitting in, which I thought was really light, it's super duper dark, which I'm quite surprised by because I have not just one or two, but I have 3 lights and it's still super dark. And this I have to fix until the next time. But, and for the next time, we're also going to, I think, set up, you know, straight subject for us to talk about, so the conversation doesn't turn out as random as it has this time. I do like random conversations, I really do, but it does feel that when people are focused on illustrating, it's good to have some certain points to bring up. And this is what I learned from this time. Now, I think that this time has been lovely, extremely lovely, and I want to carry it on with Elin and Emmanuel for just a personal party, because at the end it kind of felt like it was a personal party. Now this might be fun to look into, but sometimes it might be also hard to relate. So for the next time, do please make suggestions, and I will also try to get some better lights. We will try to send Elin
to get
a better headset. So we don't have to ask questions like if something happens in the background, it's like, is it your boyfriend farting now? It's actually quite funny there. However, Emanu's and Elin's artwork was amazing. So another point for the next time is that I should probably get better at doing artwork. But it's really hard when you're working together with such amazing people as these, because they're such fabulous illustrators and I'm kind of not. So that's a really hard thing to do, actually. Really hard thing. If they're so freaking amazing, like you just end up being like, why am I here? I don't really know, except for talking. But maybe that can be my role in the future. We don't really know. We will look at this program. We will think of about what we can improve and whatnot. And we really appreciate everyone who's watching, and we love you. And do make sure to check out the links in the description. The links in the description is to Emanuel's workout. Yes, his workout. The workout he does to remain so skinny and looking so fresh. No. So there's links in the descriptions to Emanuel's illustrations and to Elin's illustrations, and you should really check them out because they're so amazing. They're so amazing. It's like, oh, it's tingling through the whole body, and you should really check that out because it's amazing. And thank you for watching yet again. And please do leave feedback on everything you can think of, good and bad things, and suggestions. We do appreciate it. And goodbye. Do you guys want to say goodbye?
Yes. Bye.
Bye.
Bye 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 bye.